Truth Serum Nation, Truth Serum Nation, we're back. Get a coffee, water, orange juice. Come hang out with me. We'll sort some things out. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this little clip. This little clip of Donald Trump and what he's got to say about Mark Zuckerberg, and then we got a couple other news items in there. So don't forget, hit the like button, the share button. If you want to donate to the channel, there's a Cash App link in there. Help a guy out. I've been in the trenches. I've been fighting the good fight. I've been censored. So let's get this channel back on the road. I'm going to keep pumping them out and help me out. So that's cool. And remember, let's be thankful that we woke up this morning and we're blessed. So, hey, Deb. So I got to show Donald Trump and what he thinks about the little cutie pie, that little cutie pie, Mark Zuckerberg.
Last week, weirdo is a weirdo. Mark Zuckerberg came to the White House, kissed my ass. Kissed my ass. Sir, I'd love to have dinner. Sir, I'd love to have dinner. I'd love to bring my lovely wife. All right, Mark, come on in. Sir, you're #1 on Facebook. I'd like to congratulate you. Thank you very much, Mark. I appreciate it. Weirdo Mark Zuckerberg confessed that in 2020, the FBI went to Facebook and the media and gave them the false narrative that the Hunter Biden laptop from hell was Russian disinformation, even though they knew that was not true.
Wow, whoa, hold the phone, Donald. Hold the phone. What? Zuckerberg and Facebook and the FBI in collusion? If you're just jumping in, I'm going to run the tape back, the little short. But Zuckerberg and all that misinformation, the FBI and all that lawfare and the weaponization of everybody going after Donald Trump, little old Mark Zuckerberg is in the middle of it, and he's an accomplice to it. He's legally an accomplice to this. That was a conspiracy. In legal terms, that's a conspiracy. So get your checkbook out, Mark Zuckerberg, because the FCC and the Department of Justice, they're going to come after you, Zuckerberg. What a piece of crap he is. Straight up piece of crap. He was down there cozying up to Trump. Oh, let's be friends. Let's be friends. Let's be friends. Why? Because now you know the sheriff is in town and he's got a lot of juice on you for all that censorship and collusion with the FBI, which should be criminal acts. Felonies. Wow. There you have it. Trump's been saying it all along, and then they just say blah 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 blah. But now everything's being revealed. What is hidden in the dark will be revealed in the light. What is hidden in the dark will be real. And all these little scums like Zuckerberg and that Fruity Pie Trudeau, they were Trudeau, that Fruity Pie from Canada. They were down there kissing up to Trump. That president from Mexico, they've been visiting Trump. All them, they've been totally against it all. Now they're up there kissing up to Donald Trump, including the Zuckerberg. Find them. Shut Facebook down, fine him $1 billion, and press some criminal felony charges against the guy. There's 7 felonies connected to what Donald Trump just said. There's 7.
Weirdo is a weirdo. Mark Zuckerberg came to the White House, kissed my ass. Kissed my ass. Sir, I'd love to have dinner. Sir, I'd love to have dinner. I'd love to bring my lovely wife. All right, Mark, come on in.
Punk.
Sir, you're #1 on Facebook. I'd like to congratulate you. Thank you very much, Mark. I appreciate it.
Punk.
Weirdo Mark Zuckerberg confessed that in 2020, the FBI went to Facebook and the media and gave them the false narrative that the Hunter Biden laptop from hell was Russian disinformation, even though They knew that was not true. Last
Wow.
week,
Wow.
weirdo.
I could see 4 felonies right off the bat. Right off the bat, not including fines. Wow. What they've tried to do to this poor guy, the more you search, the more you'll find. And how their tentacles through all the media, CNN, propaganda TV, propaganda networks, every way they could go after Donald Trump with all kinds of bull crap, and the country's buying it all. Well, not they had enough. The country finally woke up and said, "Let's get Donald Trump back in." But so the country knows, and now you got guys like this Zuckerberg that were an accomplice to it, a straight up accomplice. Everybody's watching Facebook going, "Oh, this Trump's a criminal. This Trump's a criminal." He was in that conspiracy with the FBI. And now, years later, they find out Trump was right all along. So what Zuckerberg do? He hears footsteps. Trump's in office. He goes down there to visit Donald Trump. He goes down there to visit Donald Trump. Trump tries to be diplomatic. He was diplomatic, but then he made this video like, yeah, you're a weirdo. Get lost. See you in front of the Senate hearing. See you in front of the Senate hearings, because Ted Cruz is going to go up and down you, Zuckerberg. He's going to go up and down you. But yeah, Mr. Anderson, I got another part of this segment that I'm going to do, talking about we're gonna segue over to some news today in New York City, 7 o'clock this morning. A CEO from this United Healthcare got murdered while he was going into an investors meeting at the Roosevelt in New York City. So you got a CEO going into the beautiful Roosevelt, and they're going to have an investors meeting. So what are they going to do at that investors meeting? Well, they're going to talk about how they can raise up your healthcare costs, considering you just went to the hospital, Mr. Anderson. So they're going to talk about that. Well, what's that mean? Well, it means that they're going to raise the poor Americans' premiums. Well, these CEOs for these healthcare companies make hundreds of millions of dollars in salaries. And poor little Americans can't afford this health care because it's so expensive. And sometimes they can't get the medical attention that they so necessarily need. But these CEOs sit back and just figure out how they can fleece the people. And most Americans are fighting just to put food on the table, let alone health care and all the high premiums that they charge. So forgive me, God, forgive me, Jesus. It sounds a little evil, but that CEO got murdered on his way in to the investors meeting. I'm sorry. I don't feel bad. I do not feel bad, because he doesn't feel bad when they're raising the premiums on poor Americans that can't afford health care. So I don't feel bad for the CEO that got whacked out in New York City this morning. I don't feel bad about it. I don't. They don't feel bad about making it impossible for you to afford health care. So he's trotting into this investors meeting, which all they're going to do is figure out how they can raise the premiums on impoverished Americans that can't afford health care. So too bad, CEO from United Healthcare. Too bad. That's all. You F with the bull, you get the horns. You got these globalists. They're all in bed. They're just getting richer and richer. They're billionaires. They're CEOs for all these type of health companies, and they could care less about you. All they care about is raising prices on your premiums. And sometimes you might need a medical procedure and you can't afford it. Because guys like that CEO that got murdered in New York City this morning, because guys like him sit around with all these millionaires and talk about how they can screw you over more and raise your premiums. So, too bad. Too bad, CEO. I'm sorry. Too bad. Too bad. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. And Joe Biden, on a note, Joe Biden's down in Africa. He just pledged $1 billion to build houses in Africa. Well, what about the victims of the Hurricane Milton and Helene? They're sleeping in pup tents in the mud, Biden. But you snub them, and you want to give $1 billion. The national debt is bad enough that you and Kamala already did to America. The budget deficit is incredible, and you got this scumbag Joe Biden that, oh well, let me go to Africa and pledge $1 billion while we got Americans that are living in pup tents in mud and water from hurricanes, and he just snubs them over. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are the most evil, worst regime, president, vice president that America has ever saw. That's all. Thank you, Joel Gold, big small immigrant. So another FU to America. Joe Biden, he's pissed off. He can't get it. He said, I won't pardon Hunter. I won't pardon Hunter. Well, of course he's going to pardon his son. Of course he's going to do that. No kidding. Of course he's going to do that. In case you guys missed it, let's check this. Let's check Trump out. Let's check Trump out again.
Last week, weirdo is a weirdo. Mark Zuckerberg came to the White House, kissed my ass. Kissed my ass. Sure, I'd love to have dinner. Sure, I'd love to have dinner. I'd love to bring my lovely wife. All right, Mark, come on in. Sir, you're #1 on Facebook. I'd like to congratulate you. Thank you very much, Mark. I appreciate it. Weirdo Mark Zuckerberg confessed that in 2020, the FBI went to Facebook and the media and gave them the false narrative that the Hunter Biden laptop from hell was Russian disinformation, even though they knew that was not true. Last week, weirdo is a weirdo. Mark Zuckerberg came to the White House, kissed my ass. Kissed my ass. Sure, I'd love to have dinner. Sure, I'd love to have dinner. I'd love to bring my lovely wife. All right, Mark, come on in. Sir, you're #1 on Facebook. I'd like to congratulate you. Thank you very much, Mark. I appreciate it. Weirdo Mark Zuckerberg confessed that in 2020, the FBI went to Facebook and the media and gave them the false narrative that the Hunter Biden laptop from hell was Russian disinformation, even though they knew that was not true. Last week.
Well, Mark Zuckerberg, get your toothbrush and underwear, get your checkbook. That's conspiracy, that's treason, that's collusion. There's many felonies embedded, connected to that. So go after him. Go after that Zuckerberg like there's no tomorrow. He's down there kissing up to Donald Trump. Oh, let's be friends. Let's be friends. Okay. Yeah, okay. Just like that Fruity Pie Trudeau and that from Canada and that other evil president lady from Mexico. They're all down there kissing up to Donald Trump. The gig is up. Kamala, Biden are gone. Donald Trump's back. We're gonna get this show back on the road. And little punks like Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah. What's up, Francis? So their whole day is coming. Get used to the Senate committee hearings, and they're in Zuckerberg. You're gonna have to answer a lot of questions because you know who's gonna be chairing it? Ted Cruz, the great senator from Texas. Ted Cruz. He's gonna go up and down Zuckerberg and whoever else was related to that. Now you know Zuckerberg. Well, who else are the usual suspects? Who are the other ones? Obama? Yeah, go ahead, Zuckerberg. Hillary? Go ahead, Zuckerberg. Put that in. Yeah. Who, Bezos, Soros, Bill Gates. Who are all the usual suspects? Yeah, go ahead, punk. Go ahead, put all this misinformation, put all the scum in there. And they're trying to just, from day one, they've been going after Donald Trump. Now he's elected, and they're all down in Mar-a-Lago kissing his ass. Wow. There's nothing I would like better for them to charge Zuckerberg with. There's just what Trump just said right there. There's 4 felonies right there. There's 4 felonies right there. Forget about fines. Zuckerberg's a billionaire. Forget about, but it'd still be good to fine him a couple $1 billion anyways. You know, that would be so whenever these other in the future, you got to be held accountable for all the craziness, misinformation, and felonies that you're committing while you're perpetrating all this craziness. So, yeah, that's your boy. That's your boy, Zuckerberg. Yeah. He's down there visiting with Trump. Trump was diplomatic, but then he came out with that little short I just showed you. And yeah, so we'll see you next year after Trump is in. And I can't wait to see Zuckerberg in front of the Senate hearing committees and just getting drilled. And then we might unravel some other players that were involved. Some other ones. When you connect all the dots, you might not know what you'll find when it comes to these corrupted criminals. The more you look, the more you'll find that they're just whacked out. And just like the DA's office in New York City, they're all connected in going after Trump. They're all connected. They're like one big evil team. They weaponize all the agencies to go after Trump, and they try to put him in jail. They're shooting bullets at him and everything else. And the gig is up. He got elected. He didn't get killed, and he's back. And he's got a list of the numbers. He's checking his list. He's making a list. He's checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Trump is coming to town. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Put those bums in prison. Put them all in prison. And they're giving Joe Biden, giving Hunter Biden 11 years or something from all this 11 years of immunity and pardons from crimes while they were selling out America all over the world. Joe Biden and that son all over America, all over the world, selling out our country. But they better make sure that they got all the crimes that were pardoned. Maybe Donald Trump could find some other crimes that they didn't put specifically in the pardon. So there'd be nothing better than for Donald Trump to put Hunter Biden in prison. What a poetry. That would just be poetry. So we'll keep our eyes on all that. And that's beautiful. Zuckerberg got punked. Well, the CEO for United Healthcare got murdered in New York City while he was walking into an investors meeting on how to raise your premium. So too bad, things happen. These globalist billionaires and millionaires, I have no sympathy for them when they're just trying to screw you over and over and over. So, the CEO for United Healthcare got murdered. Well, I don't have any sympathy for him. They're worse than the mafia. They're worse than gangsters. Let them rot in hell. Rot in hell. People can't afford medical care. They take salaries of $100 million, $200 million. These CEOs for these healthcare companies. I don't have any mercy for them. They say, screw you. Well, screw you back. You got whacked out in New York City. Too bad. Too bad. Too bad you got whacked in New York City. Well, because you're perpetrating crimes on millions of Americans that can't afford health care. And all you care about is going to this investors meeting and figuring out how high you want to raise the premiums. I don't have any mercy for them. Him and his family living high off the hog. The CEO that got hit, they're living high off the hog. All the children in private schools, they're going on trips all over the world. They're buying real estate. They got millions and hundreds of millions in the bank. In the meantime, the rest of America is struggling to put food on the table. And they're living high off the hog, giving it to you, sticking it right in. So, too bad CEO got whacked. Too bad. Too bad. I applaud it. Too bad. Too bad. They say screw you. Go, oh, I got a pain in my side. Oh, this or that. Oh, go down there. You spend you get an x-ray, and a doctor's visit, and it's $1,400. What? And they're all living high off the hog with private jets and mansions all over the world, and they got 800 million in the bank and all that. Well, too bad he got whacked. Too bad. I applaud it. Forgive me, God. Forgive me. Joel Gold, my man. Try to be spiritual, but holy cow. These are evildoers. They're evildoers. Zuckerberg, the CEO that got whacked. Trudeau, that fruity pie. These are evildoers. And they need to be checked. And Trump's back, so you can count on it. So there you have it. Yeah, Biden goes to Africa. Yeah, here's $1 billion to build new houses. What about the freaking people from the hurricanes that are sleeping in tents in mud? Huh, Biden? He's getting out of office, and he's just trying to stick it. He's just trying to stick it back to America. And the more, you should already know his true colors, but just look at that. Then, I'll never pardon Hunter. Then he pardons him. Yeah, he's just sticking it. No aid for the hurricane victims that are sleeping in mud, in tents. Not a penny. But $1 billion so Africa can build new homes. This regime, and the more you speak on it, the more you can see how the election was so lopsided. America come out and said we had enough. Now they've been using lawfare against Donald Trump since 2016. Obama, Hillary, the DA department from New York City. Alvin Bragg, Letitia James, you're on the list too. You're on Trump's Christmas list. You're on Trump's Christmas list too. Okay? And Hillary's behind it. Obama's behind it. Alvin Bragg, Letitia James, you're on Trump's Christmas list. And Obama, by the way, you're from Chicago. The place is a mess. It's been a mess. You don't even go visit your home city. You're letting it rot. That Democrat-infested state, you're letting it rot, Obama. You're letting it rot. But the people in the city council meetings, the citizens are coming out and they're revolting now. They're revolting. Where's Obama? Chicago. Where is he? The biggest shit stain in the United States of America. It makes sense that that's where Obama's from. That's the epicenter. But the citizens are fighting back now. Yeah. The citizens are fighting back. That mayor for Chicago, they're screaming at him. Where's that 300 million? Where's that other 50 million? Where's this? Where's that? These Democrat governors, these Democrat mayors, they're psycho, they're crazy, they're all bought and paid for. And now they're trying to say, oh, well, when Trump's in, we're not going to deport anybody. Really? The Denver mayor, Chicago, some other people. We're not going to deport. We want to keep criminals in America. That's what these scum Democrat governors and mayors are saying. Governor Newsom, California. We want to keep criminals in our country. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Screw the rest of the innocent people. We want to keep these illegals, criminals in our country. That's what they're saying. Simple stuff. Holman, when he comes in, they'll all be getting charged. Now, Eric Adams, the mayor of New York City, he changed his tune. He's going to cooperate. He's going to cooperate with Holman, the new border czar, the real border czar. He said he's going to cooperate. Mayor Adams from New York City. Wow, he's had enough. He's had enough. So we'll see what happens and we'll see how it unfolds. Thank you, folks, for hanging out with me. Hit the like button, the share button, whatever you got to do. We're going to just keep pumping them out. And I appreciate it all. The links are in the description. There's a Cash App. Merry Christmas. Help a guy out. Throw a bologna sandwich. There's a book. Boom, boom, boom. It's a good read. Buy a guy a cup of coffee. All right, folks. God bless you. Be the kings and queens of your world. Don't give up. The world is a vampire. It wants blood. No, let's stay strong. Let's keep our heads together through the holiday season. All right, folks. Talk to you soon.